ago, but in the last 5 years they even interview women spectators for their view on the sport. And we still have got a bit to go, I think, around that, and that it's different. And it's not at all. It's women that like watching football, rugby, whatever it may be, and it's their view. And it's important that we're able to deal with that, and we're able to push that more and more.
As far as refereeing goes, then, has it changed now? Are there many more female referees?
There's not many more female referees, unfortunately. There are a number that are beginning to break through. Tyra Jones is one who actually did a Super League in goal the other month, which is absolutely brilliant. One of the difficulties with coaching and officiating in sport is the amount of time you have to commit to it. So you maybe come in at a young age and really keen and enthusiastic, but actually the commitment to officiating, if you take it to any level, is 5-6 days a week. So you may referee 2 or 3 days a week. If you're a full-time official, you only get a Wednesday off, and then you travel to Catalans. You're now going to Canada. You're also going to Toulouse, so you're travelling all over the world as well. So that sort of commitment, not just to women, but although women, when they reach a certain age and decide to have families or decide to commit to other things.
Let's get away from it.
Let's get on.
Will Andy Murray be fit to play? Is a big question.
Well, he's saying, if I'm feeling competitive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all right for some,
what does
isn't
that
it?
mean? Exactly. Yeah. He's got enough money and he doesn't need it. But you can forget strawberries and cream. You can forget Murray, Henman Hill, because the problem with Wimbledon will be loads of armed police around, isn't it, Tad?
Oh, really?
Because of the threat of terrorism, there's a fair, as you know, very high level of threat at the moment in the country, and Scotland Yard are fearful that something like Wimbledon could be
targeted. Yeah, gosh,
it's terrible, isn't it? But so a lot of my colleagues will be happy being out in the sunshine, watching the tennis. But it's a small consolation, isn't it, really, for
definitely.
providing public safety. But not to put too much of a dampener on it, but the Eiffel Tower has just had a huge piece of glass put around it as well.
Lincolnshire.
So, were you out in Lawton Woods near Gainsborough last night, maybe walking the dog or out for a walk or a run or whatever, and you saw the fire and all the fire engines? Be interested to hear from you this morning. Give me a call, 08000 665 949. You can text me on 81333, start your message LN. Now then, it looks as though it's going to be an absolute scorcher again tomorrow at the weekend. But you know what? 3 months ago, it was a very different story, wasn't it? The winds were howling, the snow was falling, the beast from the east arrived, and it did put a stop to a lot of people's plans, including the Lincoln 10K. They had to call it off at the last minute because of the cold weather, although not before we'd put our youngsters through an Arctic challenge for the juniors event. Anyway, fast forward to this weekend, couldn't look any different. In fact, organisers have been telling runners to stock up on water because of the expected heat. On the line with me now is Helena Shelton from Skegness and District Running Club. Morning.
Through to the last 16. England made 8 team changes, Belgium 9, and they won with a very well taken goal from Adnan Januzaj early in the second half. It was, though, a match that lacked an edge. Whether it disrupts the momentum, only time will tell. But Gareth Southgate says it was the right decision to make, including leaving out captain Harry Kane, in order to be ready for next Tuesday's meeting with Colombia. It's a fact England have 1 day more now to prepare, don't have to travel as far, and are in the half of the draw most would prefer.
So England now play Colombia, Belgium will face Japan. Meanwhile, Tunisia won their first match at the World Cup finals in more than 40 years. They came from behind to beat Panama 2-1. Today is a rest day in Russia. The round of 16 begins tomorrow when France take on Argentina and Portugal play Uruguay. Away from the World Cup, some sad news from the world of football to bring you. The former Tottenham and Red Star